Moral of the story was we treated our angels poorly. In the perfect world, Joan of Arc and Jesus Christ would have tremendous sway as to how human beings conducted themselves therein. Unfortunately, the world is something they can never have. There's all sorts of powers that be, which are compromising the integrity of God Almighty and the nature of allowing Jesus Christ and Joan of Arc to run this like their own personal piggy bank. This is very sad. It's befitting that the swamps of sadness will be the melody that helps us to shed some light on this subject. Artax drowning in the murky water is a description of how human beings are giving up on the benevolent belief of pronouncing Joan and Jesus as the kids who should rock this joint. Could it still be worse? As long as we let the devil manipulate the way we live on earth, it's going to be a fruitless bounty for mankind, and it's heartbreaking that we'll never be able to split the pie two ways. A woman and a man with a plan to command. The army of heaven was prepared to expand. Jesus and Joan would have carried you home. And those who doubted this should have prepared to atone. They represented for the messages I've recommended. And that's believing sin could understandably get ended. This should take us back into the Garden of Eden. The story about Eve and the apple she'd eaten. She shared it with Adam. The snake made it happen. The couple were banished. I hope they were famished. When it comes to Joan, and when it comes to Jesus, they paid with their lives to let the Almighty reach us. We've been acting sinful. I guess it's human nature. It shouldn't be the case if we were one with the Creator. They say the Freemasons make the world go round. The grand architect gave them money to count. Imagine Joan and Jesus budgeting the finances and only asked that we acknowledged all their ice dances. Letting Jesus Christ and Joan of Arc wear this badge would be incredible. But Earth is something they can never have. It's as though we never learned a thing from the great flood that washed away the sins of the world, sparing only Noah and his family. I know God promised never to flood the world again, but it's time for some divine intervention that martyred Jesus and Joan for their celestial work. I wouldn't know a better pair to put on high alert. They're the pedestal. They're the status stick. I'm sure they'll talk the Father out of any cataclysm. The wisdom of a woman, the knowledge of a man. Wendy, darling, next to Peter Pan. If they ran the show, I know you'll feel the glow. And if you question it, you'll have to fear the fire below. I'm sponsoring these spirits. I'm advocating for them. I think that they deserve it for their torture and torment. You can tell the devil I found my running mates. I want the starry nights. I need the sunny days. Joan will have a bone to pick with every evil prick. I'm sure that Jesus won't be happy if you start some shit. As far as I'm concerned, it would have been the best. Unless you think Atreyu wasn't worthy of this quest. We'll offer them the world. They'll form a collab. Even though the earth is something they can never have.
I hope I never see any jerks again.